Hi there. Storm Kathleen, which arrives on Saturday, has been named by Met Éireann because of the strongest winds expected across the Republic of Ireland, but it will also bring very unsettled weather to the UK. More on that in a moment. And ahead of Storm Kathleen, there's enough weather to talk about across the UK for Thursday afternoon. A lot of clouds, some low cloud affecting northeast England in particular, so dull and on the cold side in the north of the UK, with showers for northern Scotland, patchy rain for western parts of Northern Ireland. But brighter skies developing for the Midlands, parts of Wales, East Anglia into southern England. A few heavy downpours here, but in between the downpours, actually going to feel relatively pleasant. 15, 16, perhaps 17 Celsius towards the southeast. But there is another band of rain moving in by the end of the afternoon across Cornwall and then into Devon. And that's going to push into Wales, central and southern England through the evening, spreading quickly into Northern Ireland, Northern England and Scotland. And as that bumps into the cold air that we've got across Scotland, it's going to turn to snow over the hills, generally north of the central belt, although there will be some snow over higher parts of the Pennines and the southern uplands earlier in the night. And as you can see, it's a cloudy and wet picture across much of the UK. First thing Friday, some heavy bursts of rain across many parts of England and Wales with some gusty winds. And it's going to be very mild for much of southern UK, 11 or 12 Celsius with that unsettled weather. But further north, we've got the cold air in place and we've got the wintry weather to talk about. So disruptive start potentially for parts of Scotland. We've got some heavy rainfall first thing across the central belt and 25 millimetres or so accumulating by the early rush. And we've also got the snow affecting predominantly hills above 200 to 300 metres, certainly any settling snow above 200 to 300 metres. But for some higher routes, there is that risk of 10 centimetres of snow building up, and that could cause some early disruption north of the central belt. Further south, the rain does tend to ease off for a time for Northern Ireland, but some heavy rain clearing the East Midlands into eastern England, East Anglia during the morning, followed by showers, and it's another afternoon of sunny spells and showers across much of England and Wales. Once again, these showers will be heavy at times, with a gusty wind following as well. And then some longer spells of rain spread back into Northern Ireland, central and southern Scotland, as well as parts of northern England. It stays cold in the afternoon across the north of Scotland. The cold air is becoming more confined to the far north, with milder air elsewhere, and it is turning increasingly warm across southern and southeastern parts, with 18 Celsius possible somewhere like Norfolk. There will be some sunshine, speaking of Norfolk, but also scattered showers continuing into the evening. Now, the spells of rain across Scotland, Northern Ireland and Northern England ease somewhat into the late evening period, and much of this will be rain, with milder air spreading across much of the country. Further south, another band of rain moves into Wales and southern England ahead of Storm Kathleen, which by this stage will have done most of its deepening, but it is a well-developed area of low pressure, and it's going to bring its tightest isobars, i.e. its strongest winds, to parts of the Republic of Ireland, but Northern Ireland, western parts of Britain, still affected by some very lively weather through Saturday. We're talking about wind gusts of 50, perhaps in some exposed spots 70 miles an hour, so potentially disruption around some of these western and southwestern parts, accompanied by some heavy rain at times, especially early on, and some large waves. So we'll keep you updated on Storm Kathleen and, of course, all the other weather, and you can follow those updates on our YouTube channel. Bye-bye.